Alright, what's up everyone? So let's take a look at pset7 now, CS50 Finance. Let's begin by running the server. First let's just cd in pset7. We'll be taking a look at 2017, the latest one. It's the only difference between these two. The one's in PHP and the other one's in Python, the back end anyway, and the templating language is different. Otherwise it's pretty much the same. We can just go flask run to run the server. You can see now running, so let's just go to our web server here. Index should be whoopsie daisies, because I didn't cd into the correct directory. Let's control C to exit out of that. Clear screen, make things a bit easier. Because it couldn't find the application.py because we weren't in the correct directory, so now it should work. Alright, let's try it again. Web server, now the index should load. Whoops, already logged in here. So let's try and create a fresh account. Can go register, username, be anything we want. There's really no constraints here. We could even put a password that's one letter long, one character long. Just do that. Alright, there you go. We can see. Oops, don't want that. Alright, so we can see username, cache. This is the index. No data to show, so we haven't purchased any stocks or anything yet. We can look at quote. You can see. Let's look at ABC symbol. What is that? This long name, corporation C, and we can see price is $88.61. I probably should have maybe added a dollar sign here, made it a bit easier to read, but yeah. And then you have other options, buy and sell. You may be thinking to yourself, this isn't really user friendly, but click everywhere, you know, the whole page has to reload every time we just want to look at stock and stuff. But we can fix this later on when we use JavaScript and Ajax. But for now, we just have to deal with this poor user experience. Let's look at buying stocks now, and we can see, remember we have 10,000 in a bank account or cash. Let's buy some Google stocks. They're pretty expensive, so let's just buy 2 of those. Buy. You can see will be returned to the index. There we go. A stock, current price. This might be different to our buy price because the price fluctuates, of course. We can see we've got 2 of those, so this is just the price for 1 of those, and here you go, our total thing. Alright, so we can take a look at our history. You can see our recent purchase, and if we want to say buy some more, let's go here and buy. Let's buy 2 more. And there you go. See, the amount has been incremented. Did the price just change? No. Alright. I don't think the market is even open right now, so we can see here our history. Let's just buy something else now for good measure. Let's buy ABC, buy 100 of those. there we can see our first error. You don't have enough cache. Obviously this could be made a lot easier to understand. I mean, we could see how much that cost and how much cache we had and stuff. Instead we're just throwing this huge error message, and it also took time to load this error message, so obviously not a very user-friendly experience, but hey, it's alright. Can improve it later on. Maybe as our final project we could improve this as well. Just add Ajax, JavaScript and jQuery to this. Okay, let's try and sell some stocks now, and say we want to be evil and we want to try and sell something we don't actually own. Let's see what happens. You do not own that stock. Okay, so it's not letting us sell, so let's try and sell the stocks we bought, our Google stocks, and let's just only sell 3 of those. Alright, sell. And I guess this is a bit of a bug for me, because what happened here was I entered it in all lower cases, but in the database it's in all uppercase, and we would only know if we looked at the source code that this is the case. But since I wrote it, I know I've uppercased all the stock symbols in the database, so when it goes to look up for this lowercase symbol and it tries to compare in the database, since it's in uppercase, it wouldn't return a match, so we know it's case sensitive. In this case we can solve this by just simply typing it in all uppercase, but obviously that's not very nice. We probably should have written a line in code maybe to uppercase regardless of what case the user put. We should just uppercase it, okay, during the comparison, but that's alright. Let's just go through it again, and there we go. So we'll return to the index again. You can see our cache has increased, amount has decreased, and there we go. We can take a look at our history now, and there we go. That's so. This is in chronological order. So pretty simple website, not the most user friendly, but I guess it's our first website, first real world website that we made, so you shouldn't expect too much. Still pretty good. It looks pretty cool with the bootstrap underneath styling our website. Can log out. There we go. If you want to try and be clever here, say we remember the index, and we want to access it without being logged in. You can see it stops us from doing that and just returns us back to this login page. And the reason why that happens, we can look at the source code, application.py. It's a pretty long program, 250 lines, and also a lot of templates here. Can see when we try to access the buy route here, you can see this here. This is stopping us. Login required. We can have a look at the helpers.py to look at the function. Login required. This was what it was called. Alright, so we can see right here this line. Since the session, there was no user ID since we weren't logged in, this will return true, so this line of code will get executed, and you just simply get redirected to log in every time, unless you can find a way to add it into the session, your user ID. Okay, so that's pretty much it for pset7.